hand signal so I sync up the shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to some nerd stuff. Hey, we're looking a little bit more professional these days.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm hell. This is a lot of work.
Nah,
This is a lot of work. So we took 2 weeks off. We had a little bit of vacation. I went out of state. It was amazing. I was incoherent the entire time. And
as you should.
We also, today's, I think, our 12th episode. But you know what else is going on today? It's Trey's birthday. Welcome, Trey.
Yes. Yo, what's up?
He's a grown man
me.
now. He's a grown man.
It's my birthday. Everyone, I just want to subscribe. Subscribe for my birthday.
Subscribe for his birthday. Make his birthday wishes come true.
Subscribe. That's all I got to say.
And he's a baby still, but he's older. He's a year older. So obviously it's good. It's me, Nathan, and we got Trey. And today's Trey Day.
And we have Dex.
And we have Dex, who hopefully doesn't come up on the mics, but we'll see. This dog only decides to play when I'm going to record a podcast because he's been silent for hours. And now that I'm actually recording something, he can like hear the electronics recording, and he's decided that he's going to play.
That's because he's a good dog.
So in the 2 weeks that we were off, there was a lot of random news, a lot of fun little Easter eggy things going on in the tech and video game world, and then we're gonna go through it. We got a few little topics we gotta talk about. Trey's gonna have like just almost a mini podcast about his upgrade to
My life.
his he feels like an upgrade to Apple, but Dex, do you have to do this right now? Go lay down. Hey, go lay down. Go lay down. Okay, and then I don't know, whatever else we feel like getting into in an hour. We'll open up the floor, and I'll let you just get into this Apple stuff because maybe soon this podcast will be sponsored and recorded by Apple.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. Send me some iPads.
Sponsor. Let's go. Where do I even start?
Start with the tech that you got so far. Go lay down. Come on, go lay down.
Dex is just dexing around. So I got this. That's a thumbnail. Thing. Oh, he almost knocked it over. Right here. 13 Pro Max. You know the vibes. 256. I wasn't finna do it if I wasn't finna do it right. So I got that before, like a week before, since I had to wait for the damn pre-order. I got the iPad Air.
Are you on the front? Is your thing on the front? Okay, just making sure.
I got the iPad Air right before that happened. And it's kind of crazy. It's a weird experience, especially because there's a lot of things that you don't want to believe coming from Android, and then people will say, and then you realize it's really true. Like every app being optimized for the iPhone.
Because, and the iPad.
Yeah, just because there's only one iPhone. So they optimize it for that because there's so many different Android phones that they can't. So just stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's what that button does that was never there before. What else? iMessage games are pretty cool.
Oh, man. I think I've had a taste of it because I've had the Facebook. I think there's a Facebook Messenger.
It's not the same.
Oh my God.
It's like
he's now one of those.
No, it's really not. Well, I mean, it could be, but the difference is, I would say, is you would have to have a friend who's on Messenger like that to do it, because it was really slow at work the other day, and I looked over at my coworker, and I sent him an 8-ball, and we played 8-ball and cup pong because it was that slow. And just stuff like that. And it's like, oh, they already have it. And the camera is really good. Obviously, it's
the video.
First of all, it's a 2021 phone. The camera's not going to be bad. It's everything at this point looks good. And the video camera is great. Haven't really gone a whole lot. I haven't gone out and done anything like that, but just taking it through its paces has been fun. Face ID is damn good. It does piss me off that there's no fingerprint scanner sometimes, because I have to wear. If you guys know, I'm a student still, so I have to wear a mask inside buildings. So I have to like put my code in when I'm inside.
I love the new fingerprint because I have the flip now, and that finger sensor. Chef's kiss. It's very nice.
Yeah, and the one on the iPad is really good because on the iPad there's no Face ID, but there's the fingerprint. And on the phone there's no fingerprint, but there's Face ID.
Is that already frustrating you? That like the inconsistencies between products, how the iPad has the USB-C, and then the iPhone still are using the lightning cable?
No, because I got both of them. Like,
like if you didn't have enough cords or what?
Yeah, like if I didn't, because if I didn't have another USB-C port or a USB-C port, and then I got the iPad and it was lightning, yeah, that would have been annoying because then I would have only had one lightning cord. But since the phone comes with the cord, I had the cord, and then I had the brick because I just used my old brick because it was USB-C. And then the iPad charger, they give you the charger. Imagine that.
I didn't get a charger with my new phone. Thanks, Samsung.
The
I
iPad,
appreciate that.
The iPad comes with the charger, like with the brick too. So that's not really that big of a deal. I'd feel worse about it if the charging was slow, but it's not. The charging seems really fast.
Oh, and plus, how's the battery life? Now you've had a few weeks in. I know you were like, oh my God.
I'm not there yet.
You're not there yet?
That's the most impressive thing. I was going to put that last.
Oh, okay.
There's obviously the factor of like, everyone has it, right? Like, Flossie Carter says it the best. It's like, what do you feel like when you have the phone? Like, for you, I don't know if you think about it this way, but for you, when you have your phone, and you've talked about it on the podcast before, when you have your phone and you have it like out, you know you're on like the cutting edge of tech.
Yeah,
like,
and people look.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all the drivers at my job, they're like, "What is that? Did your phone just fold?"
Like that's the feel you are on like the sharpest edge of tech right now. That's the feel your phone gets. So for me, it's like I have, I don't know, like the trendy phone, and I don't know. It's interesting. Like me,
you don't know how you feel about it yet.
Yeah, like I am glad that I didn't get blue, because you know how it goes. All of my coworkers that got it, all four of us, they all got blue except for me. So I'm glad I got gold.
I'm glad I pushed you because I was there and you were pushing. You're like, I think I want the blue. I'm like, get the gold, get the weird color.
I was stuck between blue and gold. So I'm glad I got the gold because I really like the gold. And so yeah, it's like, oh, I got the new iPhone, and for me it's cool because it's all new. And even with me, the difference with like Samsung and Apple so far is that like there's still iPhone stuff. And this is why I got it, that I have no clue how it works. Like, you know how iPhone, when you get a text, the flashlight will turn on.
Yeah.
The flash. I'm still like, I don't know how to do that.
It's not in
the settings for messaging.
Help out this
like,
man.
Yeah, there's still stuff that I'm just like, I have no clue how to do that. I don't know how you do that. So that's fun for me because it's like, I just feel like, if I got a Samsung, it'd be like, oh, I'm logged in.
Yeah, once you log in, it's all the same. Everything
like,
uploads.
Everything's
you don't even have to think about it.
So I'm glad I switched it up. What else can I say?
So what's next? So you already have the Beats headphones that are like special. Are you going to push the Apple Watch? Because I know you're crazy. Are you going to get the Apple Watch? Because then you got the full trifecta. Then all you need is an iMac or a MacBook Air.
I don't see the point of it right now. I don't, because it's not like, I don't know, I don't see the appeal of having just like on my wrist like that, because I would have to see like what you can actually do with it and a whole bunch of that stuff, because right now I'm just like, I would just be spending the money for it to,
well, it's almost like a mini phone and a notification pusher. That's what iPhone, or not iPhone, that's what smartwatches are in general. It's hard for me to justify a smartwatch.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. And not the Mac at this point in my life, maybe later, but because I got the iPad for that. Like I took it to class the other day, and we were researching for a paper, and they I lost my train of thought. I was researching for this paper, and I had my iPad out, but I was writing on it. Mm-hmm. Like I was typing out the paper.
Oh yeah, how does that feel? You got the off pen, right? You have the off pen.
So hold on.
Okay, I'm getting
one thing at a time.
You get me a little excited. I'm sorry.
Okay.
New technology.
So I was writing it, but it's a group paper. So I was like in my group, and I had my phone out, and I was researching stuff, and I was sending links, like from my phone to my iPad, and they would just open up on the browser. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because I use Google Chrome on my iPad because it's for work, because all my stuff is saved already, like my school login, Canvas, all that stuff is already saved. And on my iPhone I use Safari, and so it was just opening the link like right through Google Chrome. So from Safari to Chrome, just like that, real easy. All I had to do was like, how I can walk you through it. You're right here, but you have the share, right?
Yeah.
So all I have to do, there's another one that would say Trey's iPad.
Oh,
and it goes right there.
Oh,
and then it literally opens the link. Like it just sends it right to there.
There's nothing like that on Android.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, that's great. Like that's crazy. I have the off pen and the off keyboard case. I spent like $60 combined for my two, compared to $300 on Apple. I have no complaints. The keyboard is a little small, but they all would be small.
Yeah, that form factor is just not good for keyboards.
And the buttons feel weird at times. Like they feel hard and soft.
Is it stiff or is it foldy? Like the keyboard part? Oh, okay.
So that's good. And it's Bluetooth. I haven't had any issues with it. I haven't typed a full-on paper yet. I'm about to. But I have no complaints so far. And the pen is incredible.
Do they have like a display thing? So like if you wanted to, you could dock it with your TV and then just have a bigger keyboard that's like Bluetooth and you can just do it off your TV?
I have no clue.
Oh.
I have no clue.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm asking too many questions.
The pen is an incredible experience. It's like having my S Pen back. Wow. I'm back with the S Pen. Rest in peace. But yeah, that thing. That's from the Note 9.
R.I.P.
In 2017.
R.I.P.
But just using that, because everything works the same way. I just don't have touch sensitivity, which is cool because I'm not like drawing like that professionally. Yeah. And if I want to draw, I can. Yeah, if I want to draw, I can still draw, and I don't
You're like
lose anything.
When you draw stick figures, bro, it doesn't matter.
Like it doesn't. I don't have it to be. Oh, this has to be textured in this place. It don't matter. Like just draw it. But there's still like the, what do they call it? Dictation. Mm-hmm. So you know how it makes it. It's almost like a smartboard. So you know how on a smartboard, it's like everything can be written on.
What's a smartboard? Is this a college thing?
No, it's in high schools now. It's just not in Central Valley.
What's a smartboard?
You know how they have whiteboards in class?
Yeah.
And around here, they'll have like the projectors that project onto it, and then they write on the board. Well, in some affluent schools, they have a smartboard, and so it's like an actual board, and you write on the board, and it's like connected to the internet. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's like that to where I can write everywhere.
I didn't even know. But I haven't been in school in a minute, so oops.
Yeah, there was one class at my school that had a smartboard, just one classroom. But it's like that. So I go to Google something, and I just write with the pen what I'm Googling, and then it'll Google it. Same thing with like an essay, which I think that would be awful. I can't even imagine. A whole essay
with the S Pen?
Yeah, I can't
imagine. With the Apple Pen.
I can't even imagine the typos you would have to go through and edit that. But yeah, even just like a text, just like write it out, send it. It's great.
At this point right now, do you think that you could do a full essay on your iPad? Do you think that there's not enough barriers in place to feel weird?
There's no barriers. I don't even know if it's charged or not, but I'm literally writing one right now.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's absolutely no barriers. I'm using Google Docs to write it, like everything. There's There's been no issue so far.
Good. I think you should start writing articles again. I think I would post your sports articles.
But
on
the
Instagram.
problem with that is that I don't know where, I don't have anywhere to post them. But
Yeah.
that's again,
we got places. We got places, and I could make some content off of them.
wow. That's all I am. Is just a cheap content.
No, you're not cheap.
Yeah, I am.
He's not cheap. He's not cheap.
Anyway, we get to battery life
Oh, battery life.
right now.
He's a good writer, guys. That's why I'm trying to help y'all out by letting you read some of his shit.
Before I get into battery life, I'm gonna talk a little. I'm gonna chat a little shit, as the British say. I got this from Phone Buff. Everyone knows Phone Buff is legit as they come.
I don't know how legit they are.
They are the legit. The phone that you were watching my camera on, the S20 Plus, has 9 hours of screen on time. That's it, 9 hours and 4 minutes. The phone that you have, the Z Flip 3, has lasted. It was on a battery test, so it was like putting it through its paces. Lasted 7 hours, which it's a folding phone. I don't know, like
and
you
the
can't
battery's
expect
a
a
little
whole
bit
lot.
smaller.
Yeah, you can't expect a whole lot. So when I saw that, I wasn't blown away. My phone lasted 12 hours and 6 minutes of screen on time. Just screen on time.
I don't want to be happy about it. To be honest.
Just today, off one charge, I have 9 hours of screen on time. Yeah, 9 hours of screen on time. And I'm at 49% battery. I took it off the charger at 9:37, and it's 8 o'clock, and I'm at 49% battery.
It's pretty nice.
It's incredible. Like, I used to not want to walk out of the house with like 80%, and now I'm like, oh, 62? Oh, that's enough. I can go to work with 62 battery.
Yeah, see,
Like-
I would still make me nervous. Like, I like to go with 100%. Nowadays, I let my phone drop because this phone charges quickly. I think because it has a smaller battery, so it charges up. Like in 20 minutes, I can get like another 20-30%, and I'll feel fine. But just to go like at 60, that's like my watch. My watch is like that. If I have 60, I'm like, oh, I got the day. That's fine.
Yeah, like,
I that seems wild on a phone.
yeah, it is. It's crazy. Yeah, like the first day I had it, I remember. So someone told me, and it just stuck with me, and every tech I've had since then I've done it, that you're supposed to kill the battery the first time you use it. So I get it before I go to my first class. So before noon, right? And fast forward, it's 3 a.m, and I'm like, okay, I just have to set this down because I'm not gonna kill it. I got low battery 20% at 3 a.m. So
You should just put on like a
14
12-hour
hours
YouTube
later.
video and ran it at 4K.
I was just like, I'm not gonna kill it. I'm just gonna set this down, and it'll die when it dies. And it died at 6:05 is the time that Apple gave me.
And you started at what time?
12.
12 in the afternoon, and then went till 6 in the morning.
Yeah. So
It's not bad. You're not
18
gonna
hours.
get caught out when you're out late
Yeah,
somewhere.
exactly.
One of those moments where you're at your last 5%, but then all of a sudden it goes to 1, and then it
Yeah,
kills the phone.
my Galaxy did that all the time. Like it gives you the 5%, and then you're like, oh, let me go get my charger. Then you get the charger, and then it charges, and then it gets like thrown off or unconnected, and then it goes to 1%. Like, what happened?
What happened to that 5% you promised me?
Yeah, like the other day, I was at work, and it was a day I'm talking about where I was slow, and I was on my phone a good amount, and I lost 12% in 5 hours.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, battery life on this phone is like, it's A tier.
I'm not happy talking good things about Apple. Let me tell you.
I wasn't either, but it's just, I don't know. There's something about it. It's really, I guess it's nice. And
Well, they've just on the software end have done a lot of optimization on like what apps are staying open, what information's being pulled.
oh yeah, that's another thing. So on Apple, there isn't. Maybe I haven't found it yet. That's a possibility that I haven't found it yet, because someone had to tell me, hey, you can clear all your notifications out with one button, right? I was like, no, I don't know. I was clearing them one by one. So maybe it's the same thing with apps, but I left all my apps open. And I had like 20 apps open the other day, and one of them was Subway Surfers because I was bored.
Oh my god!
And it was like literally from the beginning of the day to the end of the day when I was laying down for the night, and I was closing my apps, and I was like, "Oh, Subway Surfers," and I clicked on it, and it literally just resumed the game, like hours and hours later. Yeah, like quick resume on Xbox. Hours and hours later, I just jumped right back into the game, and I was like, Apple? What?
How are you doing this? What is this wizardry?
This RAM management. I thought this was a Samsung thing. I thought that's why the Note 20 Plus has 12 gigs of RAM, was to do stuff like that. How are they doing this with 6?
I think they're learning from like how Google will do a lot of software optimization to really pull like a lot of like features out of something that's not as good. But I mean, not saying that the iPhones aren't as good, but you know what I mean? Just like maximizing all this stuff. Because I mean, how much higher could they go? What are we going to go for? 32 gigs of RAM in a cell phone? Like, there's no need.
Yeah.
They're like, can we just work on batteries? How about?
Yeah, it's
how
ridiculous.
about all?
And Apple Music. Okay, I have to say two things. Apple Music, the service isn't that great. Like, I mean, not the service, the app isn't that great. Like, it's not. Compared to Spotify, that's what I'm coming from. It's not that intuitive. There's not a whole lot of I like the Spotify playlist more.
Yeah, they have a really good playlist.
Yeah, it adds, and the way you add songs to your playlist, I like all of that more. But I will never go back to Spotify because of lossless streaming.
What explain the lossless?
So lossless streaming is and SoundCloud has the same thing, but I'm not going to pay for SoundCloud Premium to do this because
no one should.
SoundCloud. It's a way of compressing the music to where Apple has figured out a way, quote unquote. I'm sure it's not their tech, but maybe it might be to lose no file. Like the size of the file from the master and what you listen to and stream is the same. Like,
that's pretty impressive.
When they compress it, they don't lose any information. And it's incredible. It's as incredible as it sounds.
I read an article about that, and they were just saying like Apple just gave out the best like feature ever for free.
Yeah, like I opened it up for the first time. I get 6 months for free, by the way. But I opened it up and I was like, oh yeah, lossless. And then all you have to do is like you have to go into your settings and change it because everything is automatically the least. So you have to go and change it to stream lossless and download high res lossless. And yeah, it is incredible. Like,
and you have decent headphones too, so you could probably.
And my car audio is good. Like everywhere, I'm just like, this is the best thing ever.
You know what I love that's on Spotify? Because I got Spotify for free from my Xbox account. Thank you, Xbox. So I've been using that. The one thing that it has that because I usually use YouTube Music. Now it's YouTube Music. Is they have the thing where it doesn't. There's no space between the songs. It just does the next song like if it was like a DJ. And I'm like, this is how everything should be.
I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I'm sure you can.
I think you can on Apple Music.
But
I think it's part
my
of it.
Spotify was like that.
I think Apple actually might have been the first ones to do it.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not. There's still a lot of stuff where I'm just like.
You're the most non-techie, youthful person I've ever met in my entire life.
No, because I could watch like the hour-long breakdown to do it. Or I could try to figure it out on my own. And I'd rather figure it out on my own.
So let's just take it a little bit longer.
Yeah, and not to mention, anytime you look up, iOS 15 tips and tricks, it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like everything is about focus modes, the whole thing where you can take a picture of text and it'll read it. Like I could take a picture of the what's behind.
But that's not Apple exclusive.
The Super Mario thing, and it'll look up like Super Mario from the picture, even though it's not like real text. stuff like that. The cool thing about that is I could paste that. Like, let's say we were doing an edit of you. I could take the Super Mario, strip that Super Mario text, and then put it on your forehead.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Who's using that feature?
I know, right? I haven't used it. I watched a YouTube video. And privacy settings. That's something that's my favorite feature. My favorite feature of this phone, and not of this phone, of iOS 15, is scheduled summaries. So I have apps that show up my notifications at like automatically, and then I have apps that are in my scheduled summaries, and it's awesome. So as you can see right now,
Jesus Lord, there's a lot of notifications there.
All right, so there's a summary right here, and then there's my notifications. You guys can't see my notifications, but so these are the ones that came through. You can see all the ones that came through, text, stuff like that, and then my scheduled summary. TikToks. Who wants to know about a TikTok live?
How come your Instagram is named Mr. Steal Your Girl?
Because it's not. Ain't nobody said that. And just for that, this will be the first episode where my socials are linked. Just because you want to talk.
Oh, okay. It's going to be at Mrs. Steal Your Girl, but I'll put it up on the screen when I edit later. Well, you'll see. You'll see in the future.
Oh, no.
So I have some. Okay, so summary is you're enjoying yourself on this new platform. They probably got unless they do something that like take away a feature, which they do often, that you really love, because that's why you jump ship from Samsung anyways.
Yeah. And then I found out that the feature was coming back.
Yeah, I know. I
don't regret my decisions though.
You're on an adventure right now, and you're enjoying yourself,
It's
and
fun.
you're a blue bubble now. That's why the light behind you is blue.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
What?
I still don't get it.
Why the difference between the blue and the green bubble? It don't bother you?
Yeah, I'm still just like, oh.
You're not there. One day.
Green.
One day you'll fully assimilate.
Like you text me and I'm just like, oh, I'm texting him, and then I'll go back to like texting my coworker or something, sending him a ball, and I'll go back and text you, and it's like, oh, it's green.
Yeah, some people find it disgusting.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't even notice it until I thought about it. I was like, wait, I'm supposed to be bothered by this.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pick up these Microsoft Adidas sneakers?
Let me pull it up.
I mean, you like wild colors, so
yeah, cool. Oh, I love that song is stuck in my head, so you're gonna hear "Yeah, Cool" a lot. But I just found out he died.
Who?
The artist who made it.
Who made it? Is it somebody I know? Is this like an underground guy? Oh, okay, never mind.
It's F_XNY.
Okay.
I don't know. He's a producer. He was a producer first from Dallas, and then he made this song with Lil Uzi, so it popped up like in my recommended, and I listened to it, and his verse is hard as heck. It's a great song, and I realized that because I looked up the YouTube video today, and he died like 2 days before I discovered the song.
I feel bad.
So now I feel weird about it. I feel like why did this happen? Why am I being drawn to this?
When I'll be honest, I really didn't know who X was before he died, and then I listened to his music. I was like, oh wow, this guy was great, and now I don't get no more. Can't go see that guy in concert. So how about these shoes? Are you gonna pick up these shoes? Is this gonna be a day one pickup?
Well,
yeah. By the way, let me explain what he's looking up. Microsoft and Adidas are teaming up for Xbox sneaker release. Xbox is doing a bunch of stuff. It's 20 years anniversary of the Xbox brand since the first one came out. They're doing a special edition controller, I believe, which it looks all like see-through green with like bright green like insert areas on the controller, just as a callback to the first console. And I think they're doing some headphones too, and apparel, and the shoes with Adidas is part of it. I guess since Nintendo went really heavily in the apparel stuff, like with the Mario thing, everyone's doing it now. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. They're really bright. I don't know about those. But you wear a lot of bright shit.
They're very hard.
Hard as in good? Hard as okay.
Yes. They know what I'm talking about.
Is this like a certain model? Do you know the model, or is this a new model? Because I assumed it was a colorway.
Okay, so everything from Adidas kind of looks the same. Mm-hmm. It just kind of like this
Stripes.
part is new. So it looks familiar, but I don't think it's ever released before. But they look nice. But I probably say I won't buy them because I won't be able to because they'll probably be botted.
And they'll probably be like exclusive. Like they're probably not making a bunch of them.
So I probably won't get them. But I would love for them to be like not botted and
What if
not
they had
exclusive.
I like the sole, that hyper, like the highlighter yellow on the sole.
Yeah, they're really nice.
What if they glow in the dark? They look like something that would glow in the dark.
I'm pretty sure they do.
That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna hate on them at first, and now I'm like, I do kind of like these. All right, so there was an announcement that we were talking about a while ago, the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, and yesterday or the day before, when I sent you that text, was that yesterday? They showed the trailer on YouTube. Hey, sources are correct. Come here for all your news. Our sources are correct.
They are bad.
Are you excited? Or are you not going to care?
I'm not gonna care. I'm just gonna keep it real.
These are everything that makes Grand Theft Auto 5 good.
Wait, what's the news again?
So they're doing a trilogy of the PS2 games.
On the Switch.
So on everywhere. I think they're coming everywhere, but Switch will be one of the places. But it's going to be
I thought it was
San Andreas, Vice City, and the original.
Depending
3.
on the price, I might play it.
I'm sure it's going to be full retail because if you haven't played them before, like PC, they have some pretty good ones, but you always have to put in all the controls and stuff. So I'm pretty sure they had to do some type of actual development on them, and they're supposed to upscale them. Those games are so much fun. That's where like the cheat codes were big, where you like had to hit a bunch of different buttons.
I was at the tail end of the cheat code era.
Did you play San Andreas?
I played GTA 4, and the cheat codes in that game were fun.
Those games were better than 4. 4 was cool because it was like, oh, this is new.
Yeah,
but that game still is like, the running was weird and the driving was horrible.
I don't really remember any. I remember. I can't even tell you what GTA was. Never mind. But I remember one
top-down Chinese War one.
I played that one. Then I played one on PS2. But
that's how the games were. Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 are top-down like that. But the sprites were horrible. The only thing that kind of looked nice were the cars.
There was some cars in GTA, Chinatown Wars. Parked by the airport. And I remember I was like, I need that car. I need it. Before we start talking about your list,
my list,
I have to say, sponsor us. I don't know if you guys do that, probably not. But Hot Wheels Unleashed is amazing.
We'll review it officially. I'll film it and everything. We'll get produced.
It's incredible.
I've been watching you play. I've been hearing it.
It's like, so I'm pretty objective. If it was bad, and if it was bad for the podcast sake, if it was bad and I was just playing it because it was Hot Wheels, I would tell you.
Okay.
But it's good.
So you're like, I need support. Maybe are they doing DLC? Because there's just tons of DLC they can do.
Yeah, they are doing tons of DLC. There's already like certain dates and stuff. I'm kind of mad. I have to wait till November 21st to get accelerator cars in there. But whatever. It's so annoying. But it's arcadey. It's fun.
Is there weapons?
No.
Okay, so it's not like a kart racer.
No, I'm glad it's not. That would be terrible. There's a.
So Hot Wheels have weapons. Huh? They don't work, but sometimes don't they have like missile launchers on the side of them? Sometimes.
Yeah, there's a tank in the game.
Oh yeah, so
there's just a lot of cars that you can have. There's a track builder that's pretty extensive, so extensive that I don't understand it, but it's fun to race on other people's creations. There's a campaign that's really long.
Oh, so other people
hundreds
can make
of races. Yeah.
Oh, then that's like endless fun.
Yeah, it's
some Mario Maker shit.
Yeah, exactly. You can make liveries, like car skins. That's just what car games call it. They're just skins for the car. But
you can make custom skins for the car.
I have to say, there's one flaw with everything on this game as far as customization. Mattel, I don't even know the studio who made this game. Please listen. There's no filters. So there's just a custom livery screen. Mm-hmm. There's no like every other racing game, it's by car. So you get the car first, and then you look at that car's skins life. On this game, it's just every skin. So you have to scroll through and see ones that you... Yeah, exactly.
Well, that seems like that would take forever to find the one that you want.
It does. And so, yeah, that's the only thing that's bad. And then there's no quick race with user-created tracks. You have to do time trials.
Oh.
Which, it's fun.
So you can't do multiplayer?
No, you can. You can do multiplayer like that. Local. I don't know about online. I haven't tested it yet. The online is good, but I don't know if it's good with user-created tracks.
Okay.
It's good with, like, the tracks they give you. But as far as by yourself, user-created tracks, or I guess it would be community-created tracks, because it's other people's. You could only do time trials. Which, I mean, it's still fun. But I feel like for it to be effective, they have to make a leaderboard system. Mm-hmm. And with a lot of this
leaderboard
stuff,
system?
No, you can see the top time, and it gives you the time trial ghosts. But I feel like there should be like more.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the stuff with this game, is half baked. And I think it's because they were like, I don't know if this is going to work out. You know? Like, I don't know if we want to
Which is weird
because
the Hot Wheel brand is still a giant brand.
Yeah. I don't know. These kids don't really care about Hot Wheels. They care about TikTok.
Don't they have like a CGI cartoon on Netflix?
If they do, I'm going to watch it.
Because it's the same company as like Transformers, right? It's the same company?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Hasbro. But it's really good. Like I said, the racing is fun. Every car feels different. I find that I can't complete certain tracks with certain cars. Because I'm just like, I just can't make that turn fast enough with this car. No, I don't even have the tank. But I just see it. The worst car I have is a toaster.
That does sound like a bad car.
And I have a hamburger car. It has a hamburger on top of it.
So do you think this game... So, okay, there's two things. I hope the game... They're not already making the sequel and then like all the DLC... Like they're going to come out with all this DLC, but then still in 2 years come out with a sequel. Because that would suck. And then I hope they get like all the cool licenses so they could just... Like Rocket League. You know, Rocket League's always popping out. No,
they already have them.
Oh, okay.
Talk for a second about it while I look it up because they
talk for a second about Hot Wheels.
Because there's a. It's literally going to take me like that. Like there's a whole list of the. Are
they going to get the DeLorean?
They already have.
Are they getting the DeLorean like on Rocket League?
They are.
How many Fast and the Furious cars will they get?
That one hasn't been in there yet.
They have to. They've done a Fast and Furious series, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying like those cars aren't in there yet, but they have right now listed on the website. Mm-hmm. In order: Barbie, Batman, DC, Masters of the Universe.
Batman could be so cool.
There's a Batmobile in the game. I don't know if is it in the game? I don't know if it's in the game
or if it's user
or if it's one that looks like the Batmobile. But there's a Batmobile there. Street Fighter, Superman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Wonder Woman, Aston Martin.
You're flashing the screen.
BMW. How do I turn this off? I don't know what I did. BMW.
You sure were tapping.
Corvette. McLaren. Packard. And that's it.
I bet they're going to have the real old school Batman one.
The DeLorean is on here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. It tells you the cars. Okay, hold on.
This is exclusive news you're not going to get anywhere else. This is the latest Hot Wheel news with
Street
your nerd stuff.
Fighter M. Bison.
Bison has a car? He's the boss in Street Fighter 2.
Well, they're making him a car.
Guy. I guess he's getting a car.
Superman car.
Superman definitely needs a car.
Aston Martin DBS 1963. I'm guessing that's a Bond car.
Probably.
I think I know which one it is off the top of my head, but I'm not going to say for sure. Street Fighter Blanca.
That's weird.
Wonder Woman. Acceleracers Diora 2. That's the one that like opens in the front.
I never watched Acceleracers.
No, but like it's a real car.
Oh, okay.
It's a Dodge. It's the Dodge Diora that the engine's in the back, so it's like a truck, and it's like a pod, and it like opens from the front. Whatever. It's like a Tesla on crack. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Leonardo, Accelerator's Baseline, which is a lit ass car, and then the Barbie Dream Camper.
Let's go.
I know. I'm so excited for the Barbie Dream Camper.
Hey,
I'm gonna take some souls in it.
but take some souls. So recommend. How should we rate things on this? How should we rate? Should we like? How do you want to rate things when we give recommendations? It's good. It's not good.
No, it
a
has
1
to
to
be
5.
Nerd. It has to be nerdy. What's the worst Super Mario game?
The worst Super Mario game.
Or the worst Nintendo game?
The worst.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
From Virtual Boy to Switch, I give it a solid Wii.5.
Oh, jeez, that was perfect. Write that down. Write that down.
From Virtual Boy to Switch, I give it a solid Wii.5.
That's perfect. On the spot.
I'll be here all week.
He did. That wasn't planned. He didn't know that was gonna happen.
I'll be here all week. What can I say?
A Virtual Boy. Whew, that was good. So I don't know if I talked to you about this before the podcast, but there was the last character for Smash Brothers announced.
Oh, yeah.
And it was Sora from Kingdom Hearts. And when the rumors came out, I was like, I don't care. Like I like Kingdom Hearts. I play all the games, but oh, who cares? Until I watched the video and I shed a tear. And I was like, it's so beautiful. It's like they were waiting for him. He's just like, he like shook hands with Mario. Like I didn't realize how perfect Sora is because he goes to so many different like ecosystems. You know what I mean? He's in so many different things. So he like matches. And I'm excited to use him. And they really like the guy, I forget his name, but the Sakurai, he really like the characters that he adds that he really likes. He puts so much effort into him, and they have like a bunch of his costumes, and I'm just excited.
Okay.
I'm gonna download it.
I'm gonna lose my nerd card here,
Okay.
but I always get the franchises confused.
Okay.
Is that one you're talking about? The one with the Disney characters?
Yes.
That is?
Yeah.
Is there another one that's not with Disney characters?
I mean, there's Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. And
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
This is Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. I get those confused.
Okay, that makes sense.
24/7.
It makes sense because the people who make Final Fantasy make Kingdom Hearts. It's all it's Square Enix.
Yeah.
And the way it came about, it was they wanted to make with Final Fantasy characters and with Disney characters. That's where. But Sora is a unique character from that series.
Okay, that makes me feel better because I'm always like, I don't know which game.
And his friends is his power. Okay, don't mess with them. The only thing
Almost
I thought
like
was
the Power Rangers.
the only thing I thought was whack was his final smash. It makes sense for like Kingdom Hearts because the Kingdom Hearts 1 version. Anyways, there's a big white door and he locks something behind a big white door. Like cool, but I thought his there's like these ultimate he can get this badass keyblade, which is like the weapon he uses, and these attacks that you do are ridiculous. And I thought, oh, that would be the final smash, him like getting dual keyblades and then fucking going crazy.
No.
Or doing a move like you know how like Mega Man does a move where his final smash shows all the different Mega Man, they all shoot you. I thought it was gonna be like that with all the different characters of Kingdom Hearts, like going in trying to attack you all at the same time with their keyblades. But I understand it was probably too much to get every single like the 13 warriors or the 10 warriors of light from Kingdom Hearts through all. It would have probably been too much.
Nope, you just get a locked door.
You just get put behind a locked door, click, and it explodes. But I'm really excited. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait till it comes out. I think it comes out in like a week, another week or two.
I hate Nintendo.
I think in October. I think by the end of October.
The Switch OLEDs are out.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna get one
already.
You did. Shut up. I'd be so annoyed if you bought another one.
Why? Why are you hating?
Oh wait, but with the announcement of Sora, I don't know if you know exactly what's going on with this. So you might get firsthand. You're right off the cuff. We're going to be right off the cuff with this. So they announced when this came out, because technically there's a Kingdom Hearts game on Nintendo. It's that music one. It's dumb. It's like Guitar Hero music. You hit the buttons at the right time and it goes through cinematic.
That's the best part.
And so technically there's that game, but they're putting all the games, the Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3 and all the extras. But it's one of those, where it runs on a server, where you don't actually play it on the
cloud?
system. Yeah, a cloud-based one for all of them. Which the third one, I could understand part 3 being a cloud-based one because it's like built for next gen, probably a little bit more complicated with the coding to try to like get it down to Switch. But the first one was a PS2 game, and they upped it to Xbox 360 and PS3. So that doesn't make any sense, and I won't be buying. I mean, I own it on
everything.
A few systems.
It do be like that.
But so, what do you think? Are you would you? I mean, you haven't played it. That actually might be a game you might be able to play that you might be into because it's not like it can get hard. But like,
sorry, I have a Pokemon date later this year.
I can't be starting a big old Japanese RPG right now, bruh.
I have another one to play.
So, how do you feel about the cloud ones? I hate the idea of it.
I've never played one, so I don't have an opinion. But the idea of streaming games in general is kind of dumb. I don't like it because number one, I don't own it. Number two, it just kind of sucks.
I agree with you, but don't you feel like this is how I feel? Like the argument about not owning it. I download a lot of my stuff already. Like I buy almost exclusively digital, which you don't own that either. But I do feel better about you do own the license of it until the store ends. On this one, you only get to own it until the servers stop.
Yeah.
So it's like
Google Stadia.
Yeah, that's coming down any day now.
Especially for me because my games are already like that.
Oh yeah, you already almost don't own the game.
Yeah, it's a year thing. I'm renting it.
It's not as bad as FIFA.
What do you mean?
Like how they're doing the legacy editions and they're just doing reskins and updated rosters. At least it's a little bit more than that on the Maddens.
Yeah, it's not for last gen though. They just don't call it that.
Even though FIFA was top 4 in like Japan or worldwide on Switch.
Yeah, they always are. It's FIFA.
So,
that's a crazy stat.
Stop buying FIFA, guys.
That's a crazy stat. Is that LeBron has 70 million followers, and he has more followers than every Major League American team. But he's only the 5th most followed athlete because soccer's that big.
Yeah,
like Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo. They all
I don't
have
know
more
any
followers.
soccer players.
I know.
I'm American.
Those I know. Mbappe. Suarez. I used to know a little bit more because I played FIFA a little bit, just for fun. But
yeah, it doesn't resonate here. Like I know there's people in America that like soccer because that's what we call it here because we have a football. We like the name and we kept it.
Right?
We're like football. That sounds good. This is American football. But I just can't do soccer. I probably would have a good time at a stadium, like watching it and all the fans getting all crazy. But until then, because I didn't like baseball until I went and watched baseball live. My
guilty pleasure game is hockey.
Yeah, hockey's fun to play on video games. I haven't played one in quite a bit of time, but
you don't know what's going on, and I don't get the rules.
And you can fight people.
Yeah, I'm not good at the fighting.
I like fighting people. That's the best part. So from a Virtual Boy to a Switch, where do you put cloud gaming? I love this.
Solid NES.
NES. Oh, you're gonna offend some people.
Well, no. Let me hold on. Let me explain it. It's not great. It could be. It's the beginning of something. It could be, but at this point, it's there.
I'm gonna give it a Game Boy Micro.
See, I don't even have that reference.
The Game Boy Micro was
I know color, advance, and your phone.
So there was the SP, right? After the SP, they did the Game Boy Micros, which was just the handheld, but it was tiny. It was like this, it was barely big enough to put the cartridge in, and they tried to sell it for $100, and it didn't do that well. And you could change the faceplates because for some reason in like 2005, everybody wanted to put faceplates on everything.
I know, and then they brought the new 3DS back with faceplates, and everyone was like, "I'll take the XL, thank you."
Thank you. I'm over this. I don't think you watched the trailer yet, but we're getting a new Resident Evil franchise. And it's really, really, really heavily based on the video games. So the trailer, you don't like them? You don't like the video? What do you not like? How do you not like Resident Evil?
I don't know. I never played it.
Oh my God. Off the just,
I don't like scary games.
now that I'm older, I don't like scary games either. But I loved those when I was a kid.
I don't mind jump scares in games, as annoying as it can be, but I don't like scary games like that because I could just watch a movie. If I wanted that feeling, I don't have to be a part of it.
I tried to play Resident Evil 7 in VR, and I thought this is gonna be so cool. And I got PlayStation Now just to try it. I got the trial. I downloaded it. I had my VR headset on, and my anxiety was so high. Like I was screaming, and my girl was sitting next to me, and I would just be screaming. She would scream. She didn't know why I was screaming. And then when I got to like the first like kind of bossy thing, you're just like walking to the house, and then all of a sudden you get pulled, and you're looking at the ceiling, and it was too much in VR. And then it just the guy was chasing me, and I was literally screaming just with the controller, I didn't know what to do. It was just too panicked. So I understand. But I will watch these new Resident Evil movies. I'm excited.
Scary game that I tried to play was The Evil Within.
Too scary?
No, I just stopped playing it one day.
Oh, got bored?
It was on the Xbox One. That's how long it was been. Not even when I had my PS4. Xbox One. And yeah, one day I just stopped playing it. No clue.
Yeah, the spooky season. Let's leave it to the movies, not to the video games. There's one other You're not gonna have a big opinion about this, but I'm really excited about it. I'm actually excited that they've taken so long to do this. So, just to give you some history, Konami, the maker of video games, a few years ago, when the debacle with Metal Gear 5 happened, where like the game didn't get finished and they fired the main guy who makes them.
Kojima, right?
Kojima, yeah. Mm-hmm. When all that happened, they decided that they were changing their tactics on how they were going to make video games, and they were trying to make a lot of gacha games, and they were making casino games, and they were like making cell phone games. They decided that AAA wasn't the thing. Well, guess what? Now they're deciding,
hey guys, AAA is actually the thing.
AAA is where it's at. So they're saying that a lot of their franchises are getting revivals. So Castlevania and what was the other one? Castlevania is a big one, but the big one for me is Gosh, I got Resident Evil on my brain. Metal Gear Solid, and there's already been like a rumor that they're remaking the first one. Which, come on, I'm ready for. Even this will technically be the second remake, or the third remake. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I just wish they would. Oh, Silent Hill's another one. But you don't like scary games.
I will play Silent Hill.
And it's just been a long time for a Resident Evil game. I mean, gosh.
Silent Hill?
No, for a Metal Gear game. The last one that came out was that Metal Gear Survive. I refused to play because I just heard how bad it was.
That's an experience, though.
Nah, I don't want that experience. I just rebought, actually. I rebought Metal Gear Rise, which is the one with the ninja who cuts through everything, and the collaboration of Metal Gear 2 and 3. Again, I own it, right? It's sitting over there on a disc.
Yeah.
For PlayStation 3, which I don't play my PS3 anymore, so I had to get it on Xbox.
You could have just... I have a PS3.
It was only $12 for both games.
I have a PS3.
Yeah, but it wasn't that much. It was only $12 for convenience. And that will probably be the third or fourth time I've bought those games, not including the original releases.
Oh, wow. Will I be able to play my PS3 games still?
On what?
They're digital.
You got to download them soon, because they just announced that they are no longer taking debit or credit transactions on the systems anymore. Yeah. So what that means that they will eventually, because remember they tried to do it fast and everyone freaked out.
That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense because people bought so much. Mm-hmm. But
I have a lot of PS3 stuff. Like I need to get a different PS3 because I have the thick boy, and just download everything because I have like the whole Jack and Dexter games. I have a bunch of Ratchet and Clank games. I think I might have Spy Cooper. I just have a bunch of like PS2, PS3 era stuff. Yeah. God of War, I think I have a bunch of stuff. So that's something I need to do because my fat boy. First of all, I could barely access the store. Just barely access the store. I think the way I got around it was I figured I can go on my phone and set it to download, and that's how I was getting a lot of them. I have all the Metal Gears, the one that just bought, and Metal Gear 1. But Yeah, that's just I gotta go spend the $50 or whatever on a new PS3
Yes, you do.
because we
I
both can
support it.
download everything to it.
Well, I have like 5 games.
Oh, so you have the space. So I think that's gonna be it. There's not gonna be another hiatus. We will be back next week. I don't know about the Trey show. He has to figure out. We're changing formats.
Trey shall be back this week.
Changing formats. I think. Are you going video? Are they going to see you? Are they seeing you this week?
If it's set up, I'll do it.
That's on me. That's what he's trying to say.
That's the producer.
So I guess because I'm going to be. I produce the show.
Hey! I just work here.
He's just works here. So I guess he's going to be back in video, full color, HD. This is going to be exciting. Hopefully you guys see this and this all goes up and it doesn't get all messed up. I'm Nathan. This has been Trey.
It's the favorite Trey.
This is happy birthday, Trey. Leave your happy birthdays in the comments. I'll let him see him. I'll give him access. Be able to see all access to birthdays. We'll see you later this week on the Trey show. Well, I won't. I'll be around, but you won't see me. You'll see him. And then I'll see you next week. Adios. Bye. You gotta do it because Eric's not here. Do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Bye.
They will just feel the weight of Eric's being gone. This is
Next
for
week.
you, Eric.
This is for you.
See what you did?
See what you did. Now there's no bye. Oh my gosh.